Hi guys, it's Chris, back in my cider shed with another cider to try. And it's a cold shed, so I've got my woolly hat on. Spring has sprung, but it's bloody freezing. So I'm going to try and make this quick because it's very cold out here today. But I'll continue with accessible or easily to obtain ciders. We've done a few of these lately. I've got another one to do tomorrow as well, actually. But here's one. I've actually done it before, but it was about 175 episodes ago or something. 100. Well, it's a lot, basically. I can't remember how many. So I thought I'd do it again. And it is one that you're probably familiar with. It is from Dunkerton's, and it is their Black Fox Organic Cider. And I badmouthed Waitrose recently, saying their cider selection is dreadful. And it kind of is dreadful, actually. But they had this on the shelf in Waitrose, so that's why I got this. I got it in a Waitrose, so they did have something, which is not absolutely terrible, which is brilliant. So let's find out how this fares, shall we? I can't remember what I said about it last time. I could have looked at the film, but I thought it'd be more fun to drink it. It is more fun to drink it, isn't it? Anything on the bottom before we open it? Actually, it's a medium dry Black Fox Organic Cider, 6.8% from traditional cider apples grown in organic orchards. Pressed, bottled and fermented by Dunkerton's, founded in Herefordshire. They're not in Herefordshire anymore, are they? I think they moved to Cheltenham in Gloucestershire, I think. Does it say on here? Can't see what it says on here. I'm pretty sure they're in Cheltenham now, which is in Gloucestershire. So they moved. I think the son, is it Anthony or Andrew Dunkerton, something like that, who set up Superdry, the fashion label, I think. He runs it now, I think. Many thoughts going through my head. Don't know how accurate any of them are, but there you go. What does it say on here? Black Fox. Why is it called Black Fox? Can we find out? Yes, please, Chris. Okay, founded in 1980 with a pioneering spirit and vision. Our ciders are crafted from freshly harvested organic cider apples and matured for over 12 months to deliver the famous Dunkerton deep flavour. Sounds good so far. Folklore told of a fox as black as night that could live in a man's shadow and so never be seen or caught. The black fox's favourite haunt is our cider orchards. Award-winning Black Foxes are handcrafted with up to 14 different carefully blended cider apple varieties to deliver deliciously rounded cider with a lively tangy finish and light honey hues. So, I assume it's got bitter sharps in. I assume it's got bitter sweets in. I assume it's got sharps in and maybe sweets as well. It says, and the sweetness level out of 5, it's at 2. So let's see how the sweetness is. On the tannins, it's at 3, and the acidity is at 3. Let's see. Very slight fizz there, hiss there actually. Not, he says, as it comes out the top. But it actually didn't make a massive hiss when I opened it, despite fogging over. So let's have a look. Okay, I mean, it's got a bit of colour. Not loads, but a little bit. And it's hazy as well, so it looks unfiltered. And it's got a bit of colour. I mean, it's gold, but it's, it's a reasonable gold, that, I would say. It said honey hues, didn't it? I mean, it's quite a pale honey if it is, but yeah, okay, we'll give them that. So, got a bit of colour. More than can be said for a lot of the sort of more commercial ciders you can get, for sure. Smell it. Actually, that's not a bad nose. It's not a bad nose, that. I actually like it. It's got that apple character, but it's got like a kind of there's a hint of like baked characteristic. There's a ripeness to it. There's a orchardy character to it. Skin character to it. There's stuff going on. Getting hints of sort of spice as well. It's actually a nice nose, that. Very pleasing. Maybe almost a hint of pastry as well, I would suggest in there. That actually smells quite nice. It actually does smell nice, that, I have to say. Good start. Good start. Medium dry. Let's see what they mean by medium dry. Solid tannins. Solid tannins. I mean, of all the sort of larger producers we've had, that's got the most obvious tannin character that I've had, and that's a good thing. I like that. Ripe, rich apple. Sort of baked apple, almost get a little bit vanilla-y sort of character to it. I think it's aged in oak. I don't know how old the oak is. I'm not sure how much vanillin, or whatever it's called, you're going to get in there from the oak. But it does have that slight vanilla character, I want to say. Apple pie character as well. Not much, not really getting any hard tannin on the back, but that's a lovely full flavour. Like from when you put it in the mouth, front of your palate to the middle of the palate to the back of your palate. It's lovely, actually. Medium dry, I would suggest, is optimistic. You know, for a lot of people who like dry, they would say this was sweet. Having said that, yeah, it's not cloyingly sweet. It's not cloyingly sweet. There's that tannin character again. Rich, ripe. I also want to say that honeyed sort of character to it. Hint of vanilla. Nice, you know, good ripe apple. It's actually it's probably one of the best larger production ciders you can get. This, I would argue. I would say this and the Thatcher's Rascal are the two that I would buy. I think the Thatcher's Rascal is a little bit lighter than this on the palate. It's only 4.5 though, and this is 6.8. So you would expect that to be the case. I feel like maybe this hasn't been chaptalized, and that's actually the full, you know, I want to think that that's actually the alcohol, that's all the sugars from the apples have been converted into alcohol, and that's the result. 6.8, which is about right. It's about what you'd get if you've got like cider apples from a decent vintage. And it doesn't taste fake at all. Yeah. I would drink that, and I am going to drink that quite happily. I have to say it. That's good for a larger producer. Good effort. I mean, it isn't. If you like dry cider, this will be too sweet for you. It is, but they're trying to cater to a very large market, and most people can't deal with bone dry cider. A really dry cider, it just people think they want it, but because so much dry cider isn't dry cider, if you give them proper dry cider, it freaks them out, and you don't want to freak people out and put them off trying it ever again. I think this works well, and I don't mind the sweet. So for me, this works absolutely fine. It smells really good. I like the nose a lot. Nice one, Dunkertons. Nice one. So there you go. If you want to get something for our taste, our Instagram live tasting, to have some cheddar on Saturday, and you don't know what to get, and you haven't got a lot of stuff available. If you can get some of this, get some of this. Get some of this. For the nose alone, I think it's worth the price of entry. All right, guys. As always, thank you for joining me. I hope you join me again. But until then, cheers.